very much to everyone for jumping on the call this evening. My name is Emma Snedden. I'm going to take 15-20 minutes just to share with you a little bit about our product, a little bit about the business opportunity at the end. If you will have questions, and I don't doubt that, what I would suggest you do is, if you want to use the chat function at the bottom, you're very welcome to pop a question in there. If I get a chance at the end, I will reply to it. However, just go back to the person who invited you on the call tonight and ask any other questions that you've got. This call is something I do twice a week, on every Wednesday night and every Sunday night. It's a really simple, easy way for us to share a bit about the products, share a bit about the business opportunity with anybody and everybody who's willing to jump on and take a look. And you can do, as you all know, from the comfort of your own home. So what I wanted to do is, first of all, just to talk to you a little bit about our products. So what I want to do is tell you my story and how I came across them, really, because that will help you to see why I recommend products to absolutely everybody that I come into contact with. So I came across, as a busy working mum 4 years ago, age 36, I came across Juice Plus really by accident. I wasn't looking for something, but I knew that I wasn't supposed to be as tired as I was. I knew that the fact that I worked really long hours was just incidental to life. I think a lot of people, a lot of you guys, I'm sure, work really hard doing whatever you're doing. But I was really tired, really worn out. I was dragging myself around, falling asleep at every given opportunity, having a nap whenever I could get away with it. I've got 3 kids, a full-time job, and all that stuff. Like a lot of other people, just running on empty all the time, and knew that I should have like 5 portions of fruit and veg every day. Like, we all know it, right? That's not rocket science. Everybody knows it. In fact, I think it's gone up to 10 recently. And the reason that we don't, I mean, if I went through each of the people on this call and said to you guys, like, why do you think you don't have the 5 to 10 fruit and veg raw? It's meant to be raw fruit and veg that you have every single day, 365 days a year, 10 portions. Like, I don't know anybody who does that. And the reasons why we don't are pretty simple. Things like, it's expensive, it's time consuming. It's time consuming to shop for it. Most of us don't even cook from scratch anymore, so getting the vegetables into your daily diet is really difficult. It's just not easy to do. We're all really, really busy, and to go shopping every single day for fresh fruit and vegetables is just not something that people do, in this day and age. And realistically as well, I think sometimes we beat ourselves up about it because we know we're supposed to do it and we don't, and we always sort of feel bad, especially as parents, that we know we're teaching this, we should be having fruit and veg to our kids, but we're not leading by example quite often, and that was definitely me. But also, I'm really aware of the quality of the fruit and veg that we do get in the supermarkets and the shops these days is pretty poor. And that's generally because we expect it to be able to have what we want when we want all year round, irrespective of the seasons and irrespective of where we live. So we get strawberries from Brazil and Morocco and Lancashire. Like, wherever we go to Tesco, we expect them to be there. The bananas are green instead of yellow. The vast majority of fruit and vegetables, because of that necessity to have it when we want it, is picked before it's ripe. So the nutritional quality of the products that you do eat when we are being good is actually pretty poor as well. And think about things like broccoli and vegetables. Very often we boil them or steam them, and the nutritional value that they had goes into the water. What do we do with that? Chuck it down the sink, right? So really, even when we're trying to get the right fruit and vegetables in our diet, when we're trying to feed our family well, it's really, really difficult. And I think everybody will put their hand up to the fact that it's just really difficult to do, and no matter how hard we try, it's something that we don't do a lot of. So that was definitely me. As a 36-year-old busy working mum, I was definitely not giving myself the right nutrition every single day, 365 days a year. And I also didn't realise that it's really 5 to 10 is not even enough, because it's actually the variety of fruit and vegetables that's really important. So I was introduced to this product, which has absolutely changed everything for hundreds of thousands of other people too. This is Juice Plus. It's fruits, vegetables and berries in an easy to consume, affordable format. It's literally as simple as that. 30 different fruit, veg and berries. So like I said, I was a busy working mum, totally knackered all the time. That's my biggest thing that I remember, was how tired I used to be. And I see it all the time in other people, in other mums particularly, but people are knackered. People are getting every cough and cold that's going. You only have to go on social media, look at Facebook. People are poorly, they're ill all the time, they catch every bug. That's because their immune systems are really low. And why is that? Because we don't eat enough fresh fruit and vegetables, we don't drink enough water, and we don't take enough exercise as a nation. So when I was introduced to this product, I was like, it just made sense to me. And that was 4 years ago, and I've taken it every single day for the last 4 years, and I'll continue to. This is what it looks like. This is the fruit capsule, as 2 of them together. Okay, you basically take 2 fruits, 2 veg, 2 berries every single morning. with some water. I don't go anywhere without my water, and then get on with your day. This isn't about replacing what you like. You don't have to eat fruit, or it's not a vitamin pill. It's actually food. It's vine ripened nutritional food. So this product is basically made. The fruit and veg is picked when it's ripe. So if you remember, I said earlier, generally fruit and veg that you get in the supermarket or the greengrocers is picked before it's ripe. This product is picked when it's ripe. The water's removed and it's then dried and encapsulated into there. So all the nutrition, or as much of the nutrition as possible, is maintained in those capsules. People call them magic capsules. They're not magic, they're just food. What's magic is how it all gets in there, really, to be perfectly honest. But for me, I know the benefit the benefits, many benefits that I have seen over the years from taking these. Within about 2 weeks of starting to take Juice Plus, I just started to sleep better. So when I was going to bed at night, I was like out like a light, but waking up in the morning and able to get out of bed without having to snooze the alarm or drag myself out of bed. And that's a massive thing for me. I was a serial hitter of the snooze button. Also things like, I just felt better, I felt healthier, I had more energy during the day. Let me tell you what's in the product, right? So this one, in the fruit one, you've got products like cranberries, oranges, cherries, pineapples, peaches, papayas, dates, prunes. Like, who has prunes every day? Definitely not me, right? I wasn't before I took Juice Plus. I don't think I ever had a prune. Maybe one in a porridge sometime, but definitely not something I had every day. In this one, in the vegetable product, got things like carrots, parsley, broccoli, spinach, kale, tomatoes, cabbage. Nobody that I know has cabbage every single day. Raw cabbage, by the way. It's supposed to be raw, not cooked. Raw cabbage every single day, 365 days a year. This product, berry product, fantastic for your skin, fantastic for your hair and nails. This coming stuff at the back of my hair, right? I can't get it, just grows and grows and grows. It's insane because I'm feeding my body properly. This is also extremely good for your cardiovascular health, for your heart health, right? And as we get older, in fact, even when you're young, cardiovascular health is extremely important. So in here, you've got products like Concord grapes, pomegranates, blueberry, bilberry, blackberry, elderberry, raspberry, cranberry, blackberry, and so on and so on. So 30 different fruit, veg, and berries in an easy to consume, affordable format. 2 fruit, 2 veg, 2 berries every single day. Run out the door, get on with your day. And you don't have to worry all the time then about, am I getting enough fruit and vegetables? Am I going to get every cough and cold that's going? I haven't had a cough, cold, splutter, or anything like that for 4 years now. I don't get the bugs that are going around. I don't get poorly when everybody else is poorly. I haven't been ill in any way. And I'm full of energy, and my skin is better at 40 than it was when I was 40 at the end of the start of October, and my skin and my health and everything is better at 40 than it was at 30. So I'm just evangelical about the product and everything it can do for people. And it's only because it's food, right? It's not a vitamin pill. If you take a vitamin, you might as well just chuck it down the toilet and flush it away, because it doesn't get into your bloodstream. Your body doesn't recognize it. Why this works so well is because it's food. You take that in the morning and your body goes, oh, okay, I know what that is. And it disperses it around your body and knows how to use it because it's food. It's the same as eating the fruit and vegetables in their raw, natural format. So really simple concept. I just wish that I had thought of it, and I wish I found it years ago, because it's transformed everything for me. I feel incredible. But also the other thing that I didn't know at the time, but I know now, is not only is it just how it makes you feel, but it's actually proven. Like we've got over 30 peer-reviewed gold standard medical studies that are published. Really hard to get a study published. Are published that prove that Juice Plus does what we say it does. So I can tell you my own experience. There are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people worldwide that take Juice Plus. This isn't a new product. It's been around almost 30 years. Like, why the hell didn't anyone tell me about it before, right? But it's been around nearly 30 years. But the product proves things like it's bioavailable, which is where it proves that it reduces oxidative stress. I have never heard of it before, right? But now I know oxidative stress is a massive causer of things like inflammation, which is a huge precursor to an awful lot of illnesses, particularly as we get older. But a lot of people have inflammation. A lot of people have things like fibromyalgia and those kinds of conditions, and this can really help that. So it's really important that you're fueling your body for what you're expecting it to do. We have mega busy lives, guys, and we expect our bodies to run on empty. We expect them to just get up, function, do everything you need to do, get out the door, and then have you eaten? No. Well, how on earth wouldn't expect your car to function on the wrong fuel, but yet we expect our $1 million bodies to function without being fed properly. So for me, the product is an absolute no-brainer. It's hugely improved everything for me in terms of my health, but not just for me, also for my family. So as I said earlier, I'm a mum of 3. I'm also married. Got a really big Irish Catholic family, so I was, when I realised how great I felt, I was desperately trying to talk to everybody that I knew, all my people that I love and care about most in the world, and help them to feel the same. So then I came across this, which is exactly the same 30 fruit and vegetables. Put my teeth back in. 30 fruit and vegetables, in a easy to consume, affordable format for children or for people who don't like taking the capsules. Particularly for children, though, it's really, that's what this product is designed for. So it's basically just a chewable version of this one. So there's the capsule, and this is the fruit chewable. So it's just squishy. You can see there, I'm just squashing it between the fingers. It's exactly the same product in terms of what's in it, fruit, veg, and berries wise, as I said earlier. But my children, who are now 7 and 9 and 19, all take the fruit and vegetable product and the berry product, chewable product. The elder girl actually takes the capsules now, and now my 9-year-old, just in the last few weeks, has started taking the capsules as well. So I know that my children have been going out the door to school for the last 4 years with 30 fruit, veg, and berries every single day. Now, they still have breakfast, they still eat normally. Actually, my 9-year-old's not a big fan of eating in the morning. She's a bit like me, like kind of takes a little bit of time to get going. So sometimes, I used to worry about what she was eating going out the door. Now I don't worry about that. I know that they have like a nutritional safety belt. Like, what mum doesn't want, or dad in fact, doesn't want to give their kids fruit, veg, and berries every single day. And guys, it's hard. Like, it's really hard. Find me a parent who doesn't find it difficult to get their children to eat vegetables. It's really hard. And there's nothing worse than constantly standing over them. You know what? I read an article this week or last week, and it said something, it was in the Irish Times, and it said how you get your children to eat vegetables is you just give it to them again and again and again and again, and eventually they'll give in. Like, what a rubbish way to have to get your children to eat food. Eventually they'll give in. Not eventually they'll like it, eventually they'll give in. I don't want my children to have to give in to eating food. And do you know what this does? The more you take healthy product, the more your body craves goodness. So think about when you go on a big night out or something like that, and what do you crave on the way home if you've been drinking or if you've had a big party? Do you ever go for a salad or a pineapple or anything like that? No, right? Your body craves rubbish because you filled it full of rubbish. The converse is actually true as well. When you give your body goodness every single day, your body craves goodness. So guess what? My children eat loads of vegetables, drink loads of water, haven't had a single day off school in 4 years, haven't had a doctor's visit in 4 years. They didn't even know that we had a family doctor because they get great nutrition every single morning. They're still kids, they still want biscuits and all that kind of stuff as well. But I know as a mum, I'm giving them really good nutrition. And the best part of it is, because I buy these for me and my husband takes them as well, our children get that product absolutely free. Absolutely free nutrition for your children every single day when an adult buys the fruit, veg, and berries capsule. It's an absolute no-brainer, guys. But unless your children are like unreal and like no children I've ever met, you need to be giving them the best start that you can give them in life. And this, for me, there is nothing like it on the planet. The last product I want to share with you is this one. So this was actually my very, very first introduction to Juice Plus. Excuse me, my personal trainer, I used to see him at 6 in the morning. It was the only time of the day that I could fit it in, was 6 o'clock in the morning. So I used to literally run on empty all day. So I would go to the gym at 6 in the morning, I would come home, sort the kids out, and then drive, miles and miles to work, and very often didn't eat at all. And if I did eat, it would be like 11 or 12 o'clock, really poor food choice. And he said to me, look, Emma, I would much prefer that you had one of these, which is healthy, non-GMO, low GI, slow-release carbohydrate drink, really healthy, no nasties, really, really natural, vegan, plant-based protein, all of which I went, what? He just said, it's really good for you, tastes great, and it's really quick. And I was like, if it's quick, I'm in. If it tastes great, I'm in. All the other stuff's a bonus. But it was just a line that he said to me, which is that I'd rather you had one of these than a slice of toast and a cup of coffee running out the door. And that really made sense to me, because I thought, how many of us think we're having breakfast or don't have anything at all? I've done a little bit of research recently through my Facebook, through my social media. Vast majority of the population just don't have anything. Over 70% of the population don't eat breakfast. Why is that? haven't got time, too busy, running around in the morning. If you're a parent, you know, you get everything else done, school bags, school shoes, and you don't eat breakfast, right? This absolutely changed that for me. I can make it from start to finish in less than 60 seconds, and I can take it with me. So whilst I'm getting all the other stuff ready, that's just been a no-brainer, and you can use it in so many different ways. But the biggest things for me were, is it quick? Yes. Does it taste good? Yes. Big tick in the box. I don't want to have to hold my nose while I'm drinking something for breakfast, right? I want it to taste good. Does it fill me up? Yes. Fill me up till lunchtime. Fantastic. And then after that, as I said earlier, you make more sensible choices because you've started your day properly. So hopefully that makes sense. I absolutely love the products. I've loved them from the day that I started taking them 4 years ago. And now, as I said, every single one of my family, from the youngest who was 3 when he started taking Juice Plus, right up to the eldest who's in his almost 80, and everybody in between, all of us, all the people I love and care about most in the whole world, take one or more of the Juice Plus products. And I would not recommend a product to the people that I love most in the world if I didn't know it was absolutely rock solid, brilliant for them, and they were going to get a benefit from it. And because I was so passionate about it and about the products and the benefits that I felt, and oh my God, the energy as a busy working mum that I suddenly had, I just wanted to share it with everybody. And that's how I stumbled into the business opportunity, really, because I didn't think I had time. I definitely didn't think I had, you know, the inclination to own my own business. Like, not for me, no, thank you very much. Definitely not. But I was doing it anyway, and that's the bit that I want to try and explain to you is, have a think about the way that you make decisions about anything that you buy, any service that you use. So a nail technician, a hairdresser, a gym you might join, a school you might send your kids to, a product that you might buy, a drink you might try, anything, right? How do you make decisions in your life as an adult about the things that you want to do and the places that you want to visit and all of that? Word of mouth. Ask your friends. What products do you use? What hairdressers do you go to? What's that gym like? What's that school like? Have you anyone ever been to Tenerife? Blah, blah, blah. All of those things, right? That's how we make decisions about what we do, products that we use, services that we buy, all of that. We ask our friends and family what they do, and we take advice. We even take advice from people we've never even met. TripAdvisor is a whole load of people sharing their experiences of a holiday or a destination or a restaurant, and you'll go or not go based on Billy from Bradford, whether he liked it or not. And you've never even met Billy from Bradford. But that's the way that we make decisions. It's based on other people's recommendations. So for me, I was doing the business anyway, but I just wasn't getting paid for it. And I bet you any money you are recommending products and services to people all the time. Watch out tomorrow. See how many times you recommend something to people without even realizing it. Do you get paid for that? I send everybody to Katie, who does my nails. Everybody asks me about it. As you can probably tell, I speak with my hands, so people notice my nails quite a lot. Where'd you get your nails done, Emma? Here's the address, here's the phone number. She's absolutely brilliant. I must have sent 30, 40, 50 people in the last 12 months to get their nails done there. She hasn't given me a free set of nails. She hasn't given me a money back, cash back, nothing. And I don't expect it, but my point is, we recommend stuff, we don't get paid for it. I recommend this product because I absolutely love it. I know that I take Juice Plus and I feel absolutely fantastic. And I know if you take Juice Plus, you'll feel absolutely fantastic too. And I can recommend that, hand on heart, eyeball to absolutely anybody. And for me, the fact that I could do that and get paid for it was also a no-brainer. Like, that just makes sense. I'm recommending products and services to people anyway. I happily share things that I love with people anyway, and I love this product, and I can recommend to people to it. And when they buy it, I get paid a commission for that from the company because of me. Somebody bought the product. Because of you and your recommendation, somebody buys the product. We don't do TV advertising. We don't get famous people to pretend that they use the product or anything like that. Everything, you will never see this on a shelf in a shop or anything like that, because it's anybody who takes Juice Plus has met somebody or been recommended the product by somebody. Right? If you ever come across Juice Plus, if you're on this call for the first time, somebody has recommended this to you. It's word of mouth marketing, and it's just totally genius way to build a business and to build a life. And the fact that I can recommend a product that I love and get paid for it is really simple. We get paid in 3 ways. We get paid firstly for customers. When you bring in a customer who buys the product, by your recommendation, the company pays you for that. Thank you very much, Emma, because of you, Julie decided to buy this product and have a great product experience. The second way we get paid is by building a team of people to do the same. Now, we don't get paid on team members. Right? That's what differentiates us from an awful lot of other businesses that are out there. Our business is very end customer focused. It's all about the customer experience. It's all about helping people to live healthier, be healthier, make healthier decisions. So when we build a team of people to do the same, the reason for that is because it's a lot easier for 10 of us to go and speak to 10 people each, which is 100 people, than it is for me on my own to go and find 100 people to speak to. So the mission of the company is to inspire healthy living around the world. The inspiring healthy living is this bit. The around the world is the business part of it, because it's much quicker to do that with a group of you doing it than it is for you to do it on your own. So when you bring in a team member, or when I bring in a team member and help them to get started with their own franchise, their own business, their own life, their own opportunity, when they bring in a customer, they get paid commission for that, and I get paid a little bit as well as a thank you, because I introduced it to the business. And you can bring in as many people as you want in 28 countries around the world. I built my entire business from my mobile phone. My entire business from my mobile phone. I only use my laptop really to do these calls. That's it. I built it while I was working full time, around my kids, around my job, around my life. It's not very time consuming. It's incredibly simple to do. I promise you, if I can do it, you can do it too. It's so incredibly simple. It slots into your business, your life like that. If you're on social media anyway, if you're scrolling through Facebook anyway, why not get paid to do it? Why not build a team of people? It's so much fun. I tell you what, when I started doing this business age 36, I suddenly had something that was for me again, something that was fun, something that was exciting. I made a whole new group of friends as well, and we have a great time. And for me, I started off, like a lot of you might do, it was a bit of a hobby. I could earn £100, £200 a month, it'll pay for Christmas. That was February 2013. By the end of that year, when I realised what was possible with this business, I really got stuck in. I absolutely love every second of it, but I was able to walk away from my full-time job by the end of that year. Now, I'm not saying that everybody either wants to do that or everybody will do that, but everybody can. That's the difference. This business is it's limitless. The environment I've been working in for 15 years up to that was limited. Very like this, you get promoted, and then you get stuck, and that was definitely me. This is the other way around, totally limitless. Totally limitless. You can achieve whatever you want. You can earn £50 a month or £50,000 a month, whatever you want in between A and B. That bit's down to you. It's very effort orientated. You get out of it what you put into it. But along the way, I promise you, you'll come to no harm and you'll have a boatload of fun. And people will love you for it because you recommended a product that really, really works for people too. We have great stories about people. This product can be used to help people manage their weight, lose weight, gain weight, change their shape. If you look good and you feel good, everything is good, right? So you're helping people to make everything better in their lives. My life went from up and down to just like that. Just awesome all the time. Feeling great all the time. Feeling healthy all the time. Having loads of energy all the time. And why would you not want to recommend that to the people that you know, love and care about? So really, that's the top and bottom of the business. It's £50 to join. That's all in the UK. It's €60 in Ireland and across Europe, and 365 dirham, which is like a dirham a day. Easy to remember for those of you that are in the UAE as well, and a few of you on the call. So really, that's it. To own your own business for 50 quid is a no-brainer. I promise you, you'll think you haven't got time, you have. You'll think you don't know enough people, you don't need to, because it's all about the people that they know and building a network of people. You'll think you can't do it, I promise you. It doesn't matter what your background is, it doesn't matter how old you are, as long as you're over 18, it doesn't matter what you've done up to this point, you don't need any special qualifications, you don't need to know loads of people, you don't need to be a PT, nutritionist, scientist, doctor, nothing. I'm none of those things. I'm just a busy working mom who found an amazing solution to a problem with our diet, I guess. I didn't even really know that we had, but a problem with our health. And I found a solution to it, and it works, and it's awesome. What I want to do really quickly, just for 2 minutes, is introduce Danielle Curley, just to share her story, because she's a lot younger than me. She's got a very different story. So not everybody's a parent, and not everybody's got, the story that I've got. And I wanted to ask her to just share her story. Are you there?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Not to worry, we will. I don't know if she's. Oh, she is waving. You need to
I've unmuted myself.
Is it just me? I can't hear you.
I've unmuted myself.
I don't know. Can anyone else hear her? You can. Oh, okay. Oh, God. Tell you what. You know what's going on with business? I've got my computer on mute.
Oh,
literally anyone can do it. Right, thank you. So I'm just going to go and hide in the corner for a minute. So if you could just share with us just how you got involved with the product, a little bit about your business experience, and what the product's done and the business has done for you over the last few years, just in like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah. So I was working in a call centre, and I was 22. I was very overweight. I was struggling really badly with adult acne. I was in bed for, I would say, 10 to 12 hours per night, but always exhausted. I was very, very picky eater. So I think everybody's got one of them in their lives. As soon as you say picky eater, you can probably think of somebody. I was the pickiest eater that existed, which why my body was in such bad shape. My skin was in such a bad way. I was having problems sleeping. I was having serious panic attacks, and I suffered with depression, which at such a young age is a really hard thing to go through. So I was looking for pretty much anything and everything, and I did anything and everything before I joined this product. And the last thing that I did before Juice Plus was a skinny whey protein shake from some dodgy internet that I bought, some dodgy website, and it came, and the girls in the call centre used to absolutely howl laughing at us because I had to drink it with my nose blocked, like Emma said, like literally gagging because it was so awful. It made me skin worse. It made us bloat. So when somebody approached me with this shake diet, which I thought what Juice Plus was, I was absolutely horrified, and I was like, there's absolutely no way that I'm going to use milkshakes again because they were just awful. So this girl then started to speak to us about the business, and to be honest, I'll admit it now, and she'll admit the same. She was really pushy with us, and she started annoying us, and I was like, oh my God, just leave us alone. Like, I don't want to use your shakes. I don't want to join your business. And this went on for 4 months. So for 4 months, I turned the products down. I turned the business down. I put up nasty statuses on Facebook saying it was all a load of crap and that all needed to stop posting on Facebook about it. So if anybody on the call is a skeptic, then you've met a friend. So I just thought it was all a big pile of bollocks, to be honest. And then I hope nobody's got kids in the room. And then after 4 months, she'd literally ground us down so much, and I started having a really bad time at work. My mum had Crohn's disease and was very, very poorly at the time, and she got rushed into intensive care one day, and I asked if I could go and be with her, leave me shift, and basically my manager said, can anybody else go, because we need you to stay. And I was like, well, I don't care if anybody else can be there, but I need to go. So I just turned around and I was walking away, and he was shouting down the corridor at us like, oh, there might not be a job for you here when you get back. And I was like, oh my God, so stressed. I was sitting in intensive care with my mum. They were ringing us every 10 minutes. So I think that pushed us into the Juice Plus, because although I still wasn't fully convinced about it, I'd just reached the end of my tether. And I thought at that time, I'll be honest, I didn't care if the products were a load of crap. I thought if I can make enough money out of this to leave this job, I'll do it. So I joined the business first, and then I signed up to the products. So my products didn't come for about 3 weeks, and I'd already recommended it to quite a few people, which is probably not the way to go about it, but I sold it like quite a few people, and I was doing really well in my business. And then these products came, and for me at that point, again, I'm all about honesty. For me at that point, it was still a money-making thing. And then I started the products, and my whole perception of this product and the business completely changed. So first off, I actually enjoyed the shakes. They were really, really tasty, and I was like, well, this is new. I started to lose weight. I started to experiment a little bit more with food. So I'll now eat pretty much any vegetable you'll put in front of us. And that all came from putting the Juice Plus in my body made us crave more goodness. And I just started eating things like a pepper. Like, as simple as that sounds, I would never have put a pepper in my mouth before Juice Plus, and then all of a sudden I was opening the fridge and I was like, I might just try this pepper, and it just completely changed my whole eating habits. So I just pulled some little pictures off me motivation wall. So this was me on a holiday just before I started Juice Plus. As you can see, not particularly massive. I wasn't a really big person, but look how painfully bloated I am in that first photo. And then this was me when I went to Venice 5 months into being on Juice Plus. I'd gone from around a size 12 down to a 6 to 8. And then this is just another one here just to show you a bit, if you can see that a bit better. So again, really, really bloated to the point it was sore. All I basically ate was chips, burgers and pasta. That's like the extent of what my diet was. So the product just completely overhauled everything for me. My skin got better. I stopped having panic attacks. My depression lifted. I lost quite a lot of weight. And that's when I started thinking, I've actually stumbled across something here. Like, I've found something really good. So then my business just exploded, because once I got on the products and I felt the benefit, I would not shut up about it. Like, I became Laura. I became this girl who'd annoyed us for so long, because then I was just like, oh my God, you're gonna try it, like so excited, just telling everybody. And the business just went from strength to strength. So obviously I don't have kids, so I know a lot of people that listen to Emma's calls are mums, but some of you might not be. So my take on the business is a little bit different. It's not to work it around my family. My reasons were to leave my job, which I achieved within 3 months. I left the call centre full time. I've out-earned that job ever since, and I've been doing this for 3.5 years now. I wanted to travel, so there's a few occasions in my life before Juice Plus where I've planned this big, extravagant traveling trip, and it's all fallen through. It's never actually happened. And then when I joined Juice Plus, I went on 11 holidays in the first year that I was in the business. Some were with the business, so some were business trips like Marbella, Barcelona, Palma. I went to Venice, which is that picture there, for my birthday. Just literally went in and paid for a week in Venice in cash, which is something that I'd never ever been able to do. And then I met my partner through the business. So literally everything in my life that I have now has come off the back of joining this business. So I met my partner, and we were living and supporting ourselves, both running the Juice Plus business, and then decided to go traveling completely for 5 months. So we went from coast to coast Canada down through America. We spent a month in Mexico. We did Guatemala, Belize, and then Honduras. We finished up with passing our scuba diving courses. So we're now both qualified scuba divers. We climbed mountains. We dove to the depths of the ocean. Like, we've literally done absolutely everything. And the freedom that it's not just the money. Like Emma said, it's not how much money you make. I haven't bought the handbags and the expensive cars, and like, I don't have all the designer gear, but I've got so much experience under my belt. For like, I'll be 26 in July, and I've probably seen more of the world than my 60-year-old grandparents. Like, that's what this business has given to me. And I know that one day I would like to have kids, and I want to be the mum that Emma is. I want to be there at every assembly and there for the school trips, and be able to, you know, take them out on a whim. And that's what I now aim towards with this business, is just more travel, and every day being my own. Every day I wake up, and like Emma says to people when they start the business, explain your ideal day. What would your ideal day look like? And before I joined the business, when I was working the long hours and I never saw my family and I was tired, my ideal day was to wake up without an alarm, to have lots of energy, to have a good breakfast, to do a little bit of work from home in my pajamas, and then have the rest of the day to do what I wanted with. So maybe go and visit my family, you know, go out for the day with Paul, go out on a drive out, do something different and new. And that is our life now. That this business has made that a reality for me, and it can make it a reality for anybody else. If there's anybody sitting on the call as well that thinks it's a sales job, I thought it was a sales job. And working in call centres, I hated sales. So in 6 years of me working in call centres, I was in 5 different ones, because I kept getting sacked because I couldn't hit the sales targets. So if you sat there thinking that this is a sales job, it mustn't be, because it works for me and I can't sell. I've just genuinely got a passion about this business and what the products can do for people, and I just share that openly and honestly. Like I say, I'll be honest with anybody. I joined it for money. I thought it was a scam. I genuinely, when I first started getting paid, didn't want to spend it, because I thought it was going to get took offers. I still thought it was a scam a couple of months in, but 3 years down the line, I can promise you, it absolutely is not. I get paid every month what I've earned, and it's just completely changed my life.
Thank you.
A bit longer than 2 minutes.
A little bit.
All night.
That's all right, don't worry. No, it's really interesting. I could listen to you myself all day, because I love your story. And I think for those of you who are just like looking at this for the first time, you know, who wouldn't want that kind of a life age 26? Like I said, I was 36 when I found it, but we all come across these things at the right time for us, for the right reasons. But I know for me, and for Danielle and lots and lots of other people, once you know about it, it's very hard to unknow it. Right, so it might not be for you, and that's absolutely fine. That's totally your decision. But please bear in mind, it might be for somebody that you know. It might be just the thing that exactly somebody you know might need the product, or somebody you know might really need this business from a time point of view. So I'm going to leave you with just that thought really. So for me, this business, that financially has changed everything for us, but from a time point of view, I don't have to work anymore. My husband doesn't have to work anymore. So we take our children to school every single day ourselves, which we then, I used to drop them off at 8 o'clock, now I drop them off at 9. Now I pick them up myself. Me and my husband both pick our kids up from school at 3:30. They used to be at school till 6:30. So now they do 9 till 3 instead of 8 till 6. That's a really, really, do you know what that means? We spend between us 50 hours a week altogether, more with our children than we used to before we joined the business. 50 hours a week, present parents. I used to be a provider. I used to provide for my children. Now I'm a parent and a provider. Right now I parent my children. Now I do stuff with them. Now I know who they are, I know who their friends are, I know what they like to do, and all of that stuff. And they don't know any different anymore. So for me, I just think, have a look at your life, have a look at what you're doing, and if it's taking you to a place of freedom and financial security and happiness anytime soon, then great. If it's not, if what you're doing right now isn't going to give you that life that you really want anytime soon, then what's your plan B? If it's not this, that's fine, but what is it? Like, have a think about it, because realistically, tomorrow never really comes unless you make the most of today. So thank you very much for coming along and just taking a look at this opportunity. We love it, very passionate about it. I would love for you to get involved as well. If you do, please come and find me and say hi. But go back to the person who invited you on the call tonight and just say thank you, because at least they cared about you enough to invite you on the call just to take a look at it. And from me to you, I must respect your time and say good evening. Thank you very much. Thanks, Danielle, for your time as well.
Bye, everyone.